Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, he comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Gibson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Straight ahead, it's Welch. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Play fake, Lewis. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throwing, Lewis. Time to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Gets the back moving. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Flips it out to the back. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. We've been watching them all year, but, David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wideout. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Welsh. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Swapped immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Got his man on the right.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick give. It's Welch. Finding some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Drops back on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here's Lewis to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's a seam wide open. Big play. Takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to star it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Out wide left, it's Green. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Smith's got it. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The ride. Maybe some room here. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
If you're a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders. They're looking over to the sideline, looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, SMU. Extra point here will tie the game. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Danzy. Fires immediately. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Out wide right, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They don't need a bunch on second down. Fighting off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's past the sticks. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I am finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Defense all over it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
3rd and long right here. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He uncorks one deep. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He missed it, no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Making the adjustment on the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Summers. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught, it's Jackson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Red Wolves able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll send the back in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Got a little space. Crossed the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for the edge. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for space. It's Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Had to force that one.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lewis gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. They're all over him. And they got him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. That one just came off his hand badly.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
There he goes. Open it up. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He's going to run it.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Blue 22. Blue.
They'll run it. Hard running there. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hands it off. Looking for a crease. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Buying time to his right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lewis. Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Welsh.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lewis wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the touchdown Mustangs. They move on top here on the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lewis lets it fly. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No, no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Play action with Lewis. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and max